The woman storms into the luxury club like she owns the entire building. She throws out stacks of cash, dealing them like playing cards to dozens of male models. The scene is wild, loud, and unrestrained, exactly her type of chaos, but then she freezes, feeling a pair of cold eyes slicing through the haze. The man, her stone-faced CEO husband, stands at the door like a Judgment Day omen. The club manager recognizes her identity and nearly collapses in fear. In seconds, all male models vanish as if swept away by a divine force. The woman realizes she can't escape, so she chooses to attack instead of defend. She marches up to the man with fierce confidence, accusing him of appearing in such a place. The man calmly explains he is here for business, nothing else. The woman smiles sweetly on the outside while roasting him brutally on the inside. Then the man asks why she is here, and the temperature in the room drops 10 degrees. Her brain spins like a malfunctioning engine until her younger brother sacrifices himself. He claims all the male models were for him, stunning everyone into silence. Someone snickers about the brother's unusual hobbies, pushing the woman into chaos. She instantly switches scripts, claiming she's choosing models for the man's company. She orders the models to present their talents like a one-woman casting director. The man gives her a tight smile that hides 1,000 storms. He says the company doesn't need models, but the construction site does need laborers. The woman nearly collapses, mentally screaming at the idea of sending these delicate beauties to work construction. Hearing every thought, the man grabs her by the collar like a misbehaving kitten. The woman wrestles free, fuming, mentally shouting that he can divorce her if he hates her so much. She swears she'll find 100 handsome young men the moment they split. The man hears every word and nearly explodes on the spot, but he keeps a straight face, thanking her for helping him and declaring he knows her love runs deep. He vows he'll never mention divorce again, determined to spend a lifetime with her. The woman stands stunned. This is absolutely not how she planned this to go. She had expected a ride straight to the Civil Affairs Bureau, not a love declaration. The man watches her fuming expression and smiles like he's already won the war. The woman sweetly places a piece of chicken rump into the man's bowl. Inside, she's cursing him for ruining her fun at the club. The man notices she's still thinking about those questionable men. Just as she urges him to hurry and eat so she can bushin with kidney slices next, he makes his move. The man drops the chicken rump into her bowl instead, along with the kidney slices. He gently tells her to stop thinking nonsense or she'll end up with kidney deficiency. The woman's scripted line gets stolen and she nearly explodes, but with the old master watching, she can only smile like sunshine under pressure. After dinner, the old master senses tension and blames the man's lack of charm. Eager for a great-grandchild, he orders them to go to the company together. The woman arrives at the company hanging on the man's arm, sparking instant gossip. Two female employees glare at her like sworn enemies. The woman compliments the man on being very popular. The man misreads it as jealousy and has his assistant clear the crowd. He sends the woman to his office to wait. The moment she steps in, the scheming woman dumps a pile of documents on her. She orders the woman to photocopy them for the man's meeting. The woman lazily checks the name tag and recognizes her as the bully from the past. She coldly refuses, reminding her it's her own job. The scheming woman is stunned and tries to claim she's helping the woman gain favor. The woman breaks her scheme instantly, exposing her plan to sabotage her. Then she kindly warns her to be careful. Overworking the brain causes hair loss. A gust blows the scheming woman's wig clean off as she storms out. Then the scheming woman's assistant walks in with a smug task. She points at an expensive vase, claiming the chairman ordered the woman to wash it. The woman gets up lazily to take it. The assistant loosens her grip to make it fall, but the woman catches it effortlessly. The assistant fails and immediately tries to blame her. When she turns to leave, she purposely stumbles toward the woman. The woman steps aside, letting her crash to the floor with the vase. The scheming woman rushes in, demanding an explanation. The assistant blames everything on the woman. Then karma hits. Her tongue tangles mid-sentence, twisting uncontrollably. The woman calmly warns that lying rots the tongue. The scheming woman tries to threaten her, but the woman directly calls the chairman. The chairman is confused. There was never a vase washing task. Realizing his people are bullying her, he asks for names. The woman reports both their names without hesitation. The chairman fires them on the spot. The scheming woman, still unwilling to give up, rushes to the man to complain. But the woman speaks first, watching him approach with a single test in mind. If he can't tell right from wrong, she'll divorce him instantly. The man turns without hesitation and fires both troublemakers. The woman feigns admiration, praising him like he's her hero. Inside, she's still roasting him for letting the original owner get bullied. The man's chest tightens with guilt. He really was blind before. The man freezes as he watches the fighter in the ring. Her silhouette looks dangerously similar to his delicate little wife. Just one night ago, the woman learned from the butler that the man hadn't eaten for days. He was fighting to reclaim the land left by his father. The rival demanded he find someone who could defeat the reigning fight champion. Only then would the land be returned. The man posted a global recruitment notice online. The woman saw the $1 million prize and felt her blood instantly ignite. The butler mentioned the champion had never lost a fight. That sentence triggered the woman's battle spirit like a divine switch. She signed up without hesitation, for her man and for the money. On competition day, her playboy brother was busy cheering for his idol, the undefeated champion. His friend nudged him, claiming he saw someone who looked like the woman sneaking around. The brother scoffed, saying she only ever circled around her husband, but the woman was already striding into the arena, confident, lethal, unstoppable. The man's friend judged her slim frame and declared the man doomed to lose the land. In the first round, her opponent mocked her, promising to make her call him brother. The woman coldly promised he'd be calling her father instead. She merely sidestepped, and the man crashed to the ground screaming for his dad. The crowd erupted. The woman had accidentally cursed too accurately. Round 2 brought out a hulking beast whose arm was thicker than the woman's waist. The man's friend announced the woman's defeat with tragic certainty. The woman calmly cursed him with a leg cramp. Seconds later, the man collapsed, clutching his thigh. The woman won again without lifting a finger. The man's suspicion finally reached its limit. Her moves, her posture, her attitude, everything screamed, wife. He called the butler for confirmation. The butler lied with saint-like calm, saying the woman was resting at home. The man's friend teased him about missing his wife too much. The man reluctantly agreed. Meanwhile, the butler was secretly celebrating his own flawless cover-up. Finally, she faced the undefeated champion. This time she dropped the curses and unleashed her true power. Within a few swift, precise moves, the king was on the ground, powerless. The arena exploded in disbelief. She became the new champion and secured the land. The man finally exhaled a breath he didn't know he'd been holding. Someone shouted for her to remove her mask. The woman panicked and bolted off the stage like a startled cat. The rival watched the recording of the woman who ruined him. Rage twisted his face as he ordered his men to find her, no matter what.